Morning. Good morning, girls. How are you? Hello, it's a cold and windy day here. It's not as windy as it often is. It's been raining and that makes for a really very damp atmosphere and makes it feel very cold. But that hasn't stopped me today. This morning I came out and did a bit more sorting out of the run in Big White's area. Now, Big White actually has the palace, and then there's a little covered walkway and a covered run for him, and then he has access out into a field. So this morning I've carried on putting the cover over here and tying it all in, and I've got to say that was a bit of a back-breaking job. So you can see where the join is, lots of little cable ties all hanging down. And that took me a long time, and it's all over your head work, but very nice to have got this done. Now you can see how the wind is lifting it and billowing it a little. I've attached it to the supporting frame with cable ties in a few places, so it can move in the wind a bit, but it's not going to fly off very far. There he is. Here's the big guy. Hello, sweetie. Hello, lovely. How are you doing? Are you very gorgeous? You are. Aren't you very, very lovely boy? He now has a covered area. If we get a lockdown this year for any reason, we're pretty much sorted. And the other thing we've done today is that Mr. J and I came out to what used to be the ducklings run here. Hello, ducks. And we have added a tarpaulin over one end of it, or part of one end of it, to make this area drier. And we've brought in a small pallet there, and we've brought in 2 large pallets, and we have raised up the house that was being used for ducklings off the ground. I cleaned it all out the other day. I put fresh bedding in it, and this run is now going to become home to some of the boys some of the young boys before they go off to their new homes. And the reason for doing that is that, as I mentioned the other day, Womble is beginning to get a bit of a nuisance with the girls, and I've also noticed that some of the young boys in Elvis's field are also beginning to get a little bit lively. Yes, I think that might be the best and most family friendly way of saying that. Yes, they're being a little lively with the other girls, and I think it's time to get all the boys into a space together. They will become hopefully less of a nuisance. The theory is they will not argue with each other too much when they don't have girls just right around them to impress. So that's almost ready for them, and bedtime today I'll start moving some of those boys across to their new accommodation. And it looks like, and this is great news, it looks like we have a new home for Womble, so that rather than going to freezer camp, Womble will be going off to live on a farm about an hour away from here. So that's really nice. Doesn't Starburst look lovely? I mean, Womble's lovely too, but Starburst needs a home too. If anybody would like to give Starburst a home, get in touch with me. And so what we'll be left with in the Chicken Palace is the Jersey Giant girls, the 3 Brahma girls, 2 Brahma crosses, one of whom is up there and another one is down here, and they're a Brahma Welsum across. And then little Dieselette, bless her, she is Diesel's daughter. She is Diesel crossed with a Bantam, and oh, you're such a good girl. And obviously Big White, who's just making his way in now, and also one Leghorn cross girl in here. So it's a bit of a mishmash in here, but that's fine. The big news in the palace this week is that some of the girls have started laying again, and I'm going to be polite enough to leave her in peace to lay that egg. But I'm very pleased to be collecting eggs again from the palace after so long of there being no eggs in here. All is well around in Elvis's flock. I've had a couple of escapees from here in the last 2 days. I'm not quite sure how they're getting out, and obviously they don't want to tell me. Hello girls, everything all right? Now it could be that they're hopping up on these pallets and getting out, and they could just be flying out because they're fairly strong, some of these girls, and I haven't clipped their wings. What was that? You had something to tell me? Anyway, I think I need to leave these girls in peace because they're chatting away, and I think that what they're actually saying is don't stand there, go away. So I'm going to go inside and make a cup of tea and put some lunch on and get warm again. And so wherever you are in the world and whatever you've got planned for today, I hope it's going to be a good one, and I also hope you can join me again tomorrow.